Welcome back to the allotment. Hope you're all doing well. It's Friday. We have a bank holiday over here this weekend, so Monday we have off. I always like to take the Friday to have a long weekend. So I'm down on the allotment this morning with a few jobs to do. The first job I had to do was cut all this grass. We've got 3 tracks like this. This is the one to the front of my plot, with a middle and one at the end, and then obviously the top tracks. So that's been a little bit of a warm up for me. So what we're going to do now is nip down to the allotment. I'm going to look at potting on my leeks. Also, I'm going to look and show you the rest of the onions that I've managed to get in. I've got some spring onions to harvest, and also I'm just going to spend a little bit of time just tidying up and weeding some beds. So a steady day today, working my way into the weekend. So let's crack on and see how we go on. I quite enjoy doing a little bit of grass cutting on the allotment. Firstly, it gives you a chance to look at what other people are doing with their plots. Looks like this gentleman's just had some wood chip delivered. This plot here, 2 young ladies have this, and they can dig, I will tell you that now. They've that bit there to do, but I'm sure that'll be done in no time. Yeah, so I like to just have a wander while I'm cutting the grass and just have a look round and see what's going on. See what people are growing. That's my pal's plot there, Mick. And as you can see, he's a log burner too, and he does a little bit of wood collecting and storing down here. There's Barbara's plot. And that's the rest of Mick's plot there. Yeah, so everybody's busy. So I've got a little bit of, as I say, tidying up to do on the plot of all that waste wood there that needs to be gathered up and burnt. You're not going to believe this. The lilies that I've put in for in memory of my late mother-in-law, it's absolutely covered. I'm seeing it now and they've disappeared, but yesterday I had a look and it was covered in lily beetle. So if anybody's got any concoctions or any recommendations what I can use to get rid of lily beetle, it'd be much appreciated. Right, let's get on. I'll have a look. So into the gate we go. So as I say, yeah, all that wood needs moving. This bed had potatoes in it. I need to get all the potatoes that I missed out of there, give that a little bit of a weed. The carrot bed, there you can just about make out the first row of carrots coming through, and you can see where I've sown the second row. This bed again, not much weed, just got to get pulled out the odd ones. You saw me plant the potatoes into that bed. I need to sort my hose pipe out now and get that running the length of the plot. I can use it at either end then. My buddleias are doing fantastic. Buddleia globosa. Gosh, tongue tied. One there and one over there. And again my potatoes. That was another potato bed last year, and as you can see there's quite a few potatoes coming up through there, so I'm going to give that a bit of a clean today. And yesterday I planted my red flash onions in this bed here, and in the centre of that framework's going to be my runner beans. So I always look at the onions and I always think to myself, good, they don't look healthy, but they normally pick up. Those were the Elsa Craigs that I planted the other day as well that you saw. At the back there I've got those Senshu Japanese onions and some spring onions in the front. Same again there. And then yesterday I also planted the Bedfordshire Champion in there. Right, so here, back in the greenhouse, and as I say, what I want to do today is put on the leeks that I have. Now, I've made things a little bit difficult for myself, because as I said in the past, I don't individually prick these out. I tend to just leave them and put them in a deeper tray. Now, as I say, as you can see there, the roots are starting to come through the bottom. And again, you get the telltale sign with the yellowing. So they need to move on. But what I normally do is I normally put them in these. I don't know why I put them in there. It's going to make it hard for myself. But I normally put them in these. And then what I normally do is take the whole pot, take it out, sink it in a deeper pot, and then they've got all that root growth there. And I let them get to pencil thickness, and we go from there. But I've made things slightly difficult for myself here, because I don't know how I'm going to get that into there. What I've done is, as you can see, there's an indentation in there to the size of the pot. So I'm going to see if I can flip this in one go. Oh, it's a disaster. Is it? Oh dear. I don't know, I don't think it's a total disaster. Let's have a look. You can see some of the roots are there, but I'll bury those over and hopefully they will carry on and grow. Now, these are follow-on leeks. I'm going to harvest some celery, some spring onions, and I'll show you the leeks that I've got out there. So once I start to take those, hopefully these will be of a size and they'll follow on, and there'll be another sowing as well, because we do like leek potato pie, leek and chicken and leek pie in our house. So yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I think we should survive that. Right, I'll take you back outside, because it's warm in here, and I will go get some spring onions. Right, so here we are at the spring onions, and I'm going to take all of these out today because a lot of them are starting to throw the bulb up, and they're starting to yellow at the tips. So I'm going to get these, and what we'll do is we'll use what we need to, and the wife will thinly slice them and freeze them. But that's a nice spring onion. Let's have a look here. Nice root ball on there. There we go. I'm going to get the rest of those out and nip over to the brassica tunnel, or the brassica cage should I say. I think I might just put out my sprouts today. I think that if there's a frost, I don't think it'll be a deep-seated frost, and I think they should be able to cope with that. And as I say, if I worry, I can always put a bit of fleece on. So, crack on. I'll get these out, and I'll see you over the tunnel. Right, so here we are at the brassica cage. I've brought this board, first of all, because sprouts like to be into firm ground, so I'm told. So I'm going to get this board across it and try and firm it out before I start to plant. These are my sprouts, and they are Brendan. Never grown these before. I'm going to give them a really good bit of space in this brassica tunnel, because I always tend to plant them too close. You don't realise how big sprouts get, particularly, you know, the width. So I'm going to give them a good 2 foot between them, and I might just devote this purely to the sprouts, or a bit later on I might sort of underplant them with some snowball turnips or something. But let's crack on and get them in. So that's the bed, all nice and firm. So let's get them in. There we go, it's a nice root system on there. Get these in. Again, really nice and firm. I am definitely this year going to put a cane up here to secure them, to stop them rocking about. This soil's absolutely fantastic. So I'm hoping for big things. There we go. All nicely watered. All I've got to do now is drop the cage down. Lovely. I almost forgot to show you the leeks. So these are the leeks that I've got out here. I've got this bed here and another one just over there, and they are looking absolutely fantastic. So hopefully if they continue in that vein, I'll be really pleased. Right, before I go, I'll take you down to the compost, because I've got 1 or 2 beds, raised beds, that I've got to get composted up, and also the greenhouse there. I've got to start and move the stuff out of that greenhouse to start prepping the beds for the tomatoes. So I'll take you down to the compost and show you how that's come on. So on the way down to the compost, there's just a few of the red flash that I had left over, so I bogged them into that little bed. I've cleaned out the spring onions, that's nice and tidy. So again, I want to get some of the compost from the compost heap into those. That bed has got leaf moulding, so needs a little bit of compost on there just to mix in. That bed's looking really, really good as it is. I think I'm going to put brassicas in there and net them over. These are my squash beds, quite a lot of old well rotted manure in those, so they'll be going in there. And the centre one will, of those 3, will also have squashes in, and the 2 on the outside are going to get some of the compost in there as well. They're the parsnips, and there is sown parsnips in there direct, and as I said to you yesterday, that I think I'm going to put some strawberries in these 2, which I've yet to buy. Right, let's just get down to the compost. I'm going to have to make a start on that. I need to get my son-in-law and my son on this with me. I'm getting too old for it. Right, here we go. As you can see, we've got the 3 heaps. This is the first one. And as you can see, I don't like touching it because I don't like rats. But as you can see, that is looking good. When I opened it the other day, there were like burrowed holes in it. So I know that they've been about. But that looks really, really good. I'm pleased with that. So I'm going to start getting a few barrows across to the plots. And I know for a fact that this one in the middle is as good as this one as well. So got plenty to go at. Right, back up to the shed. Well folks, I think that's me for today. I've still 1 or 2 jobs to do. I'm just going to do some simple little tasks, weeding, just a little bit of tidying, and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to put my feet up and have a relaxing Friday. You guys won't be probably seeing this until either Saturday or Sunday. Big game in the football calendar tomorrow over here in West Yorkshire. Leeds are playing Southampton, and they've got to win that to stand any hope of promotion back into the Premiership. But we've got to ask a big favour of Huddersfield Town, which is a neighbouring town to Leeds, probably about 10 miles away. We've got to ask them to try and do the impossible and beat Ipswich Town. If they do, Leeds will be rocking. So I'm going to be away now until maybe mid next week or even the weekend. I hope you guys over here in the UK have a great bank holiday. Thank you all very much for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers, and if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, it'd be great if you could do that. Have a fantastic week, take care, and happy growing.